Just because you're on a gluten-free diet doesn't mean you can't enjoy the finer things in life. Hi, I'm Veronica with WatchMojo.com, and today we're showing you a gluten-free version of America's favorite homemade cookies, chocolate chip. Gluten is a protein found in a number of foods that helps bind them together and give them that chewy texture. Obviously, this is important when baking, so you're going to have to make some adjustments to your favorite recipes. Now for this batch of gluten-free cookies, for the dry ingredients, we're going to use 1 cup of chocolate chips, 1 cup and 1/4 of almond flour, 1 teaspoon baking powder, and half a teaspoon of sea salt, and 3/4 of a cup of oatmeal flour. When shopping for oatmeal flour, you want to be sure to find a brand that's gluten-free. You can also buy the rolled oats and just blend them in your food processor. Now for the wet ingredients, we're going to use half a cup of butter, 2 tablespoons of almond milk, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, 1 tablespoon of ground flax seeds that we'll add with 2 tablespoons of water, and half a cup of maple syrup. Most gluten-free flours, like the almond flour we're using here, absorb more liquid than a regular flour. You can compensate by replacing the granulated sugars in a recipe with a liquid version, like we did with the maple syrup. To begin, preheat the oven to 375 degrees. Now this next step is very important to gluten-free baking. Because there are no natural binding agents, we need to create our own. And we're going to do this by combining our flax seeds and water and setting aside until we need to use them later. Now this is a cheaper alternative to xanthan gum, which you can also use. Next step, in a bowl, combine your sea salt, baking powder, oatmeal flour, and almond flour. Almond flour is very nutritious, and for those of us watching our glycemic index, it's high in proteins and low in carbohydrates and low in sugars. Next step, warm your butter over the stove, and once it's completely melted, add your maple syrup, almond milk, and vanilla extract. Then mix. Once your wet ingredients are warmed, you can add your flaxseed and water mixture to them. Then slowly add your dry ingredients. You want to be sure not to overmix. This is another important step to gluten-free baking. We do this to make sure that we keep the carbon dioxide and oxygen inside the mixture. If your batter doesn't yet look like cookie dough, you can always add more flour. As we all know, dark chocolate is a wonder food. It's great for your heart, full of antioxidants, lowers bad cholesterol, your blood pressure, and is even an antidepressant. Now we're going to enjoy these chocolate chunks inside our mixture. Remember not to overmix. Now take your cookie dough and roll it into 1-inch balls and place it on a parchment-lined cookie pan and bake for at least 10 minutes or until golden brown. If you want to try and make gluten-free substitutes to your own favorite recipes, remember that practice makes perfect, as every flour reacts differently. Either way, these chocolate chip cookies are sure to be a hit.